Hola clase, this video is going to teach you when to use the present subjunctive tense. We've previously done video notes about how to conjugate the present subjunctive tense. This is the tense where you take the yo, drop the o, and add the opposite ending. I briefly mentioned earlier that this tense is used for expressing feelings and emotions in Spanish, so I'm going to show you specifically how that is done. So when we use the present subjunctive tense, it's always going to be in a sentence that has the word that in it. And my sentence is going to start off with some sort of statement, such as like, I hope that, and then this part of what I hope is what's going to be in the subjunctive tense. There is a handout of different phrases that go with a subjunctive tense that is going to be very helpful to you. So for instance, I'm going to go through uses such as wishes, emotions, impersonal expressions, reclamations, doubt, and ojalá. So the left-hand side of the handout. All of these phrases from the handout are going to be conjugated in the normal present tense, but then when I'm saying, for instance, I wish that, or I like that, or it's good that, after that, whatever it's good, that is what's going to be in the present subjunctive tense. So if a sentence starts with a wish, I'm going to use this acronym WEIRDO because this tense is kind of weird because we don't use it a whole lot in English. The W is going to be for wishes. So saying if I wish something, so like esperar, to hope, desear, to wish, that whatever comes after that would be in the present subjunctive tense. The E in my acronym is going to be for emotion, so saying like, I'm sad that, whatever I'm sad about has to be expressed in the present subjunctive tense. Or I could say like, I like that. My I, I'm going to call impersonal expressions. These will always start with like S, something, that, so it could be like, it is good that, whatever. R is going to be for recommendations. So using a word like recomiendo, okay, I recommend that, would be an example. You don't have to write down all these examples because really you should be using this handout, this one, quite frequently during this unit. D is for doubt, so I could say like, I doubt that. Like, I doubt that he has a good job. That's an opinion, so that he has a good job has to be in the subjunctive tense. O stands for a word ojalá. This comes from the Arabic word Allah, and it means God willing that whatever. And since that's expressing like an opinion or wish, then my next part has to be in the subjunctive tense. We do use this tense in English, but it's hard to notice. So for instance, if I said, we asked that he listened carefully to the directions. This first part, we asked that, that's like giving an opinion or directions about something. Normally in English we say he listens with an S here, but since it's in the subjunctive tense in English, we say that he listened carefully to the directions. Or I could say, it is important that she agreed to these terms. It is important is giving one of those impersonal phrases, an opinion, and she agree would then have to be in the subjunctive tense. Another instance, the teacher insisted that. The teacher insisting is someone's opinion. So then the second part, that the students seek the aid, has to be in subjunctive. We also use subjunctive for imaginary situations. So normally we say like, I was instead of I were, but in subjunctive in English we say, if I were a unicorn, this is impossible. So I have to use anything impossible, with like if is usually in subjunctive as well. So I'm going to do some examples. The one thing with this tense, we always have like two parts to a sentence. We have that first part that's expressing some sort of weirdo thing, and the second part is our part in the subjunctive. And the thing is, that second part has to have a change of subject. That's what I mean by there's a new person doing the action. So if I have, I want you to throw tomatoes, here it's I, and now it's you. So this is a new subject, so it has to be subjunctive, whereas if I just said I want to throw tomatoes, that's still talking about me. So in that case, we're going to treat want and to throw as a whole. It's one clause only. Having a new subject makes it a new clause. Here, this is just one clause, so I would only conjugate my first verb here. So I'd say yo quiero lanzar tomates. Lanzar, throwing is going back to the yo, so I don't conjugate it. Whereas here, if I'm saying I want, I have to have K for that here. Note that the word that, K, does not have an accent mark on it like what K does. So then I'd put lanzar in the subjunctive with the opposite ending for throw here, because it's a different person throwing the tomatoes. Sometimes we can still have a change of subject, but we're not going to use the subjunctive. So for instance, if the first part of my sentence, if I'm saying something like, it is true that too many people waste tomatoes, I have different subjects like, it is true, too many people wasting tomatoes, but I'm still going to do both in the indicative because I'm saying it's a fact. I'm going to do some examples about when to use the subjunctive versus when not to. So if I said, I hope you get a lot of toys, that is going to have to be the subjunctive because hoping is expressing a wish. Or if I said, we think the procession was beautiful, this actually would not be in the subjunctive because we think is expressing our exact feeling. There is no doubt. Whenever there's no doubt, like I'm treating it like a fact, then it's going to be in the indicative. So even though we and procession are two different subjects, both parts are still going to be in the indicative, both parts conjugated, because it's two clauses, two different subjects, but no subjunctive because there's no doubt about that fact. He believes that God is real. This one also, both parts are going to be in the indicative because he believes is a fact. To him, there's zero doubt. So both parts have to be in the indicative. We like that they buy expensive fireworks. So we have we like. This part is going to be in the subjunctive because it comes after an emotion of liking something. It's from the E on the weirdo list. I know that Easter is in March or April. Since I said I know, there is zero doubt here. It's very clear. It's a fact. So it's not subjunctive. This part is going to be in indicative. I hope they throw away those flashing Christmas lights. So I hope is expressing my opinion on something. It's not a fact that we're throwing them away. I just want them to. Fun fact, I don't like flashing Christmas lights. So this part has to be in the subjunctive because it's my feeling on the situation. So in summary, you could, if you really wanted to, you could memorize all these phrases from our weirdo handout about which ones use subjunctive, which ones use indicative in the two columns. In my opinion, the easiest way is to remember anything that has some sort of feeling, emotion, recommendation is going to be subjunctive. Anything that's like a fact, true without a doubt, is going to be indicative. And that would be the easier way to learn this topic. Adios.